Pete Sanctions back with you at the Magnum Pro Patreon Heartbreakers Ball. We've got tag team action for you Patreons here this week. We've got the team of Dicks and Bricks, comprised of Dick and Biggs of the Hot Mess Express and Brixton Nash, one of the latest products of the Magnum Pro Wrestle Shop, taking on the MVPs of Magnum. I don't know if it's self-proclaimed or what, but we've got Jaysin Strife teaming up with Triple B, and I've made sure to refer to him as Triple B going forward. I wouldn't want to draw the ire of someone like that. Dick and Strife locking up at this point, wrenching in on the headlock. And before this match got underway, I had a chance to speak to Dicks and Bricks, and Brixton Nash was very reluctant about teaming with somebody as quote-unquote weird and flamboyant as Dickham was, almost like what Jack Darling was like when he first got introduced to the Hot Mess Express. He was like, oh, I don't know about these guys, but Stripe now still trying to feel out Dickham. Oh, there's another rookie mistake, keeping that ponytail and that hair wide open. And you are not going to get a clean break out of somebody like Jaysin Strife, especially for as long as he's been around. Don't expect a clean break at any time from Strife or Triple B. And Triple B is one of the most lethal strikers in all of Magnum Pro, not just in the professional wrestling climate, but also in mixed martial arts. And he can come at you from any angle, and he can hurt you in so many ways. Speak to Red Wing the Barbarian about that. Speak to a whole host of others. Speak to, like, the countless others that even Triple B faced when he was on the side of the fans and not necessarily in his newfound attitude that he's in now. And Dickham's got him out a comeback. There's the tag. And quick tag out, but Stripe now just wrenching on the arm of Dick and Biggs. Also trying to keep him isolated from his cornerman Brixton Nash, his tag team partner rather. And then just wrenching on the left arm of Dick and Biggs. Dickham reaching out to Brixton Nash, but he's way too far away. And if I know Jaysin Strife like I think I do, he's going to keep Dickham isolated. He's going to cut that ring in half, keep him as far away from his tag team partner as he possibly can. Strife coming off a huge effort against NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis at Anniversary Volume 10. He came up short, but I gotta tell you, being there live and feeling the energy of that crowd and feeling the energy of that match, that was the biggest test, I would think, in Strife's career in Magnum, not just in Magnum, but in wrestling to date. He was able to hang with the NWA World Heavyweight Champion for as long as he could, but it wasn't meant to be, but still, that was a tough test in his career here in Magnum. And you've got to imagine, for people like Strife and people like Triple B, it's onward and upward. And Dickham is in a real bad way right now, and Strife just kind of toying with him at this juncture in the match. And you've got to imagine that Brixton is just chomping at the bit to get in there. And I still remember Brixton Nash making his Magnum Pro main show debut when we were running at Stocks and Bonds. When he came out, that place just exploded. That crowd went bananas for Brixton Nash. And again, Strife trying to keep Dickham isolated and doing a pretty good job of it. And also taking advantage of those quick tags in and out are Triple B and Strife, and Triple B just laying in those kicks. Ask anybody who stood across a ring or an octagon from Triple B, and they will tell you that they don't even know what hit him by the time Triple B is done with them, as far as those strikes and those submission holds that he can pull out from anywhere. And again, back to that arm and back to that shoulder, and what's this? Variation of the armbar, just wrenching on it. Oh, Triple B was trying to take advantage of referee Rudy Diamond's blind spot, but he caught him. But even so, Triple B and Strife trying to bend the rules any which way they can. Triple B's got a kind of a tough test ahead of him at season premiere on the 20th, only 6 days away, as he takes on the Yellow Dog, a gentleman in Magnum that he's been trying to avoid, the charismatic canine, for a handful of shows, for a very long time. And the match will finally be taking place at season premiere on the 20th at Ramada. Get your tickets now. We've still got ringside reserved seats available, and also secure your spot for the iPay-per-view of season premiere. All the information on that can be found on social media, on Facebook at Magnum Wrestling, on Twitter at Magnum Wrestling, and at magnumpro.ticketleap.com to secure your spot. Wrenching on the headlock. Dickham trying to rise to the occasion, as we say. Trying to get over and make that tag to Brixton. He's got to create some separation, though. He's got to create some space. He's got to get out of the clutches of Jaysin Strife here in sort of the middle point of the match. And Strife, again, just taking advantage of the isolation, just toying with him. And now, just adding insult to injury, rubbing the elbow across the side of the face, while still maintaining control of that armbar and that headlock. Dickham now trying to get to a vertical base, trying to lay in some elbows to the chest, and he does. He breaks it. Strife again with the elbow. Just plants Dickham right down to the mat. And now pulling him right over to his corner, all the way over into the wrong corner, as they say. Triple B with the headlock takeover. And now again, just planting the knee right into the back of Dickham. And they are working on every body part they can of Dickham Biggs. And we've seen in past occasions, not just on the Patreon, but on these main shows, Dickham is the one usually in peril, and Triple B just coming over and blasting Brixton with an elbow, knowing that there's not much Brixton can do about it, as he's not the legal man in the ring. And Brixton is he is ready to get into that ring. He knows he cannot until Dickham makes the tag. But Dickham is heavily isolated. They've cut that ring in half almost, and just trying to keep Dickham as far away from his partner as possible. And Triple B, again, just toying with him, just intimidating Brixton, acting as his fake tag team partner. Double team action here, off the ropes. Oh! Double leg lariat by Strife and Triple B. And Dickham has got to make the tag to Brixton. And again! Strife laying in a back elbow to Brixton. And Brixton just kind of shrugging it off and smiling. Like, Brixton is the silent but violent type that the Magnum Pro Militia always gets behind. Brixton is confident that if Dickham can make the... Oh! Brixton's shaking the ropes! Brixton's shaking the ropes! Brixton is confident that if Dickham can make the tag, then the odds will surely sway in the favor of Brixton Dix here at the Magnum Pro Patreon Heartbreakers Ball. Another knee right to the chest. And they're just toying with him at this point. They've toyed with him. I'm sorry to say, they've toyed with him the whole match. Dickham's got to make the tag to Brixton, and just a European uppercut by someone who's actually toured around Europe in sort of the mid stages of his career. I imagine that while he was there, he picked up a whole bunch of new tricks and a whole bunch of new interpretations of different holds and moves that he could use. And I'm sure he's added that to his repertoire over time. Tag made, in comes Triple B. And just laying in the kicks to Dickham. And just choking him with the boot. Kind of an unorthodox way of doing that. Usually you see guys do that from the front. He did that from the back, extending the hamstring, extending the leg, and putting all that much more punishment onto the throat and the windpipe of Dickham Biggs. And Dickum is just in dire straits right now, trying to mount a comeback. Not even phasing Triple B at this point. And Strife behind referee Rudy Diamond's back, able to lay in a knee right to the back, taking advantage of the referee's distraction and all that. And now Triple B sizing Dickum up and just kind of just paintbrushes him right on the top of the head with that boot. And here again is the intimidation factor. Kind of like playing with Brixton Nash, intimidating him, being like, your partner's so close yet so far away and we're in control and it's going to stay that way. Oh, and a vicious kick right to the chest. Right to the ribs of Dickum. And if Dickum cannot mount a comeback and not make the tag to Brixton, it is academic at this point. But in the past, we've seen Dickum both in singles competition and tag team action, whether it's on Patreon or the main shows, mount a comeback. Just when you think you've counted him out, he comes right back again. And again, more insult to injury. That is not a cover, just laying the knee right on the throat of Dickum Biggs, thinking they won, and they're sorely mistaken. And I don't know what those theatrics were all about, but Triple B just keeping Dickum down with those knees. And what's this here? Triple B almost looked like he hesitated for a second, but jumps off the second rope with an elbow drop. Oh, trying. Oh, we've seen this before. We've seen this before. Oh! Almost all the way across the ring with a diving headbutt, but no water in the pool. This is Dickum's chance. Can he make the tag? Just inching closer and closer to Dickum. I'm sorry, to Brixton. Tag team of Dixon Bricks. Triple B makes a tag to Strife. Dickum makes the tag to Brixton. Brixton Nash is a house of fire. Vicious shoulder block. Brixton has waited all match for this opportunity. Strife flopping around like a dead fish there. Clothesline, cover. Only two. Triple B in there to break it up at the last possible second. And Brixton is a house of fire, just putting the boots and putting the strikes to Strife and Triple B. Dickum with the atomic drop. Brixton was trying to follow up, but he gets pulled out by Triple B. Oh! And TJ throwing Brixton into the garage, into the equipment that we have out there. Oh! Lines him up for Project J, and he hits it. And that's it. Strife hits Dickum with Project J. Strife and Triple B come away with the win in tag team action at the MAGNUM Pro Patreon Heartbreakers Ball.